Good morning, friends. It's time for another read aloud. Today, we're going to read a story called The Unwelcome Stranger by Pangea Education. This story is important. It talks about what we've been talking about in school, about empathy, or a speaker value, and about COVID 19 and the pandemic that we are all living through. As you are listening to the story, I want you to think about how it reminds you of empathy, how it reminds you that we're all connected to each other, and what that means for empathy. The Unwelcome Stranger. Each day when I walk home from school, I pass through the town center. Today, when I walked through, it was busier than usual. No one told me, but I could tell something was different. I saw a group of adults crowded around the radio, listening closely. I heard others arguing about what they saw on their phones. As I passed the store, a man hurried out carrying a mountain of toilet paper. Others were chasing him and yelling, "We need some too." When I reached home, Mother welcomed me with a quick hug. She ran back into the kitchen right away. I did not know why, but I could tell something was different. 5 kilograms of beans, 8 tomatoes, 9 onions. Mother counted foods while cooking dinner, which was smaller than usual. She seemed to be in a hurry. "It appears we have 25 liters left in the water tank," Father responded. It seemed as if we were preparing for someone to arrive. "Faith, take your sisters and keep your grandfather company until dinner is finished," Mother told me. We went outside to find Grandfather sitting in his chair. It seemed like he was waiting for us. "I have been noticing adults acting very strangely today. It seems as if they are somehow preparing for someone," I told Grandfather. "Ah, you have noticed the coming of the unwelcome stranger. There is something I want to share with you all," Grandfather responded. "Who is the unwelcome stranger?" I nervously asked. "Not who, but what. It is not a person or an animal, but a virus. The unwelcome stranger has been here many times before and will be here many times again. Each time it comes, it disturbs us without warning. It cannot be seen, it cannot be heard, and it brings danger. I have information from the World Health Organization about its visit this time. They and the Ministry of Health are the experts. It behaves like the flu, but it spreads quicker and makes you sicker. It is impossible to see who does and does not have it. The unwelcome stranger has come as many names before, but this time it comes with the name COVID 19. How are we to avoid COVID 19? My sister asked. First and most importantly, our key strategy is to distance ourselves from others. We must avoid gatherings, and we must not touch others at all. No shaking hands, no holding hands, and no hugging, Grandfather shared. And this line says 2 meters, or we say 6 feet. That's how far apart we should be. How do we protect ourselves from COVID 19? I asked. Our greatest protection is to wash our hands with soap for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. Also, we must not touch any part of our face, Grandfather responded. How do we defeat COVID-19? My other sister asked. COVID-19 can live not only within people, but on surfaces for a long time. We must clean the surfaces that we often touch. Soaps and bleaches have the greatest effect, Grandfather said. But know this, the greatest weapon of this unwelcome stranger, COVID-19, is causing chaos amongst us, Grandfather warned. It is okay to be cautious, but we must not be fearful. When we meet fear with reason, panic with patience, and uncertainty with education, we can find a way to defeat it, Grandfather encouraged. Grandfather paused for a moment, looked at each of us, and said, "Things may feel different right now, and they will be for some time. But if we work together, thinking not just of ourselves or our families, but all of our world, we can defeat it." My confusion and fear were overtaken by knowledge and courage. I always know what to do after speaking with Grandfather. We got up from the fire and started doing our part straight away. We washed our hands and sang the happy birthday song twice, which lasts for 20 seconds. We even created an invention to wash our hands without touching anything. We helped with the washing of our busy surfaces. Most importantly, we have been keeping our distance and reminding others to keep theirs. We even reminded Father. It gives me much hope to see the children doing their part. We need their help very much if we are to defeat the unwelcome stranger. "Kids, dinner is ready," Mother called. We did a great job together today. Now we must do this every day until the unwelcome stranger is defeated. All right, friends, so now that we've read The Unwelcome Stranger, I want you to think about what the grandfather was teaching the girl and her sisters. I want you to think about how this story reminds you of empathy. All right, friends, until next time, bye.